I'm just gonna sit here for a moment. I don't know why I decided this was how we were gonna start the stream. I'm just gonna sit here and I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna make a ping that I'm live real quick, and then we will go from there. Let's do that. Put me on Do Not Disturb. I know we've got Discord in the background, who would have guessed? Alright. Alright. I'll say, it has been pleasantly cool this morning. Well, pleasantly cool in loose quotes. I mean, we're also talking about it being summer temps. Still the aquarium one. Oh, it's funky. My boy Kuthol over here. Amazon, Mercray. I still need Globid. I still need to drop a Globid in here. We have our beautiful girl. Why is she staring at me like that? Like, what did I do? You are a good cat. What did I do to you? I need to understand. Test them up there. Oh, I got a few people. Well, I know exactly what I'm doing. Be funky. Oh yeah, something I should know before I go in DM. Let me see if that. As you can see, screen's been resized. A little bit more black around the borders, but I was doing some testing off stream. I noticed that I didn't like how it was looking because it clips out a little bit. This should at least be a little better, I hope. If it doesn't, we can work from there, but yeah, I just figured I'd go ahead and try to make it at least a little bit more enjoyable, I guess, is the word. A moment for a response, and then we'll see. She should be alive right now. Okay, she's in the middle of a mission. I will give her a few moments. I will give her a few moments until I know she's out. And I will do that. Speaking of, anyone who is watching that hasn't, you should absolutely go give her a check out. If there's anyone I know that definitely deserves it, she is on that list. Oh, I can start claiming. Garbage weapons. Primaries I can claim. Do that. Is there a dual version of it? And I think it was something else. 1 second. I am going on to the Warframe wiki real quick. Terra Warframe. It's one of the ones that has. I know there's like dual Sestra. Am I thinking of? No, I am thinking dual Sestra. Okay, it's just a primary. We'll pick that up. Oh, it's a... I answered my own question. It's a primary. Obviously, there's not going to be a dual version of it. Oh, morning brain. Sleepy brain. All of the extra sleepy brain. We'll swap out this for right now. I want my turret still to be there. Actually, I don't feel like using my turret right now. Shotgun wall. The wall that makes everyone cry. Well, besides the man in the wall, that's... We don't talk about him. Strike goes up to 7, it goes down to 9. I'll stick a 20% extra multi-shot on here. Yeah, that's good enough. It's something. Again, it's an Act Bronco. It's not going to be very good. That's the thing. It's not very good. So it's gonna be a little spicy. All right. Oh yeah. We're getting there. I'm still in spots. Got a few rifles. I'll do some more Revens later. What Revens do I have? No, I'm like half curious. I haven't checked a bit. 10. Yeah, I wasn't lying about this. I got a Coda Motivore Riven. Oh man, I was so happy when I got that. I got so happy when I got that. Trying to think what else. Which ones do I have? Actually, I can tell you the story behind all these. This one I naturally rolled. Was it my first Riven? No, it wasn't my first Riven, because my first Riven was utter garbage. It was an Oma Riven. This was my second Riven I ever rolled. So I knew it was really early on I got the Excelter one. Yeah, this was the second one that I ever rolled. This one I got a while back. Well, I say a while, it's been a month or two at this point. Maybe 3 months. I traded a copy of Sentient Surge. I bought them during the last Navarus event. It's like I gave me an Arkham Plasmor Riven in exchange. This one I've had for a bit. I've been wanting to use it. It's for Ruvox. I know it has an Incarnate built into it, so I'm like, I know that's gonna be really good. As a thing, I have that. And this one isn't the best one, but I haven't had anything better on the rerolls. I'm like, this one does fine right now. If I need to, I can worry about it later and make it better. This one isn't that amazing. I'd rather have other bonuses on it than what I have, but it's at least usable. It's not great, but it's usable. Also, I like the Azethane as a whole. This is not the original Torrid that I got, Torrid Riven I got, but I rolled one decently early as well. Ended up selling that one for a little bit less, bought this one for a little bit more. This one I keep because it's funny, because it has crit chance on something that literally has none, and I think it's hilarious. This one I bought for like 10 plat, I believe, 15. I used that one on my Wolf Sledge. Might consider re-rolling it at some point. Got this one, as I said, Coda Motivore. I need to re-roll that, but I'm not going to bother until I've Coda Motivore prepared and fixed up. This one I haven't even... When did I get this one? I must have cracked it at some point recently. I must have done it at some point recently. I don't remember. Oh, we're going to the mall. I want to see what weapons Eleanor has available. Speaking of which, I am curious if there is something for Valence Fusion available for me. I don't need a Meyer anymore. I was really lucky. I rolled a 57.5. And then I got... Well, literally anything would be better than that. I just swapped it out from Magnetic to Cold. And I have a... Where is Eleanor?
Hello, lovely. What'd you say?
What do we got?
A touch of the macabre.
Oh, perfect. That one's not bad, actually. 245s today. 32. 26 is garbage, but... Wow, that is really good. I'm actually going to take that. That is a 56.5.
Great things together.
That's minimum. Okay, I'm taking this to valence views.
Oh, wow, sweet thing.
Go to Pox?
Let's do this again.
Where it's like one upgrade from max? That's a good feel. That is a good feel. Oh my goodness. Alright, while we're still waiting, I'll also go over, as I tend to, that Go to Pox is really good. Like, I'm texting, yeah, I'm texting one of the buddies, I'm texting one of my buddies that plays about this and letting him know. I know he said he wanted the Pox. I told him I'd let him know if I got any particularly high ones. No, where is he on this list? There we go. That's fortunate. I can't lie. That's very fortunate. I was... Alright. Whoa. Alright. Bronco. Right, Motivore. Can I... No, that's upgrade, not swap. Can you click that? Swap. Code Motivore. I don't know why I have this one. Actually, I think I remember why I leveled it. It was just because of the fact that I wanted to get it out of the way. I get some experience on it in the meantime. Shouldn't everything else to level.
Too.
Valence Fusion. Take the poison one. I actually want Toxin on it specifically. What are we at now? Okay, 34.6% is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's getting decent. Really, the important part that I want from Toxin is that I want this for that 100% extra status chance. 60. Okay, it goes 30 and doubles into 60, yeah. If I can get status up even further, I guess to be fair, I'll start working on it now. I'll just slap something base in there. How does, out of curiosity, how does... Pressure point impact? No, it's still just 120%. Which is a pity, but it's not terrible considering there's 3 mods and that's that much slash damage. And I can just mod viral into it. Viral. Virulent Scourge. Boom. That's 78%. I can just make that better too. My downside is I'm gonna be stuck using Northwind, which is not the cheapest. I don't have it. Should really put this back. I also still need a stance mod for this. I have not picked one up. I know one of the bosses drops it. I don't remember which. But to be fair, that's not my priority right now either. I'll bring heat. Just hate have actually. I don't remember. 3200. Go for not as good. To be fair, I have not touched this thing in a long time in terms of upgrades. You know, let's go Wolf Sledge. I like my Wolf Sledge. Wolf Sledge is fun.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits
Let's use my
you.
wolf sledge.
Ha ha.
Funky. Absolutely funky. Okay, anything else I want to do? Right, Duvirian. Sorry, I'm blanking. Oh yeah, we finally hit over 60%, which we were not doing good on. Oh, one of the guys did come in last night. Because I know I didn't turn in everything, because we were like 100 and some off. We were like, I think 120 off, 110 off, something like that. I know I dropped like 40 in, but I know they have to have dropped in and did 60. Someone had to have gone in and do 60. I'm really curious what... Is there any way I can go over there? I'm really curious who it was. Oh yeah. Shout out to all of my beautiful clan members. Feels weird to say, but as you can see, they've got some people that have really... I don't know if you actually did or not. Okay, you did a little bit. Because I know we added you later. Oh, you put more in than I thought you did, actually, when I last remembered. Really specific. Oh, you didn't make any contributions. I don't think you did either. But yeah, no, these two people are the ones that, with the current clan that I'm in, I did. As you can see, I've tossed my fair share of resources in as well. Including a Vitus Essence. And this was back before they had the system for the current Vitus Essence, where you had to go through the entirety of... Well, I say this, I know there's a good chunk of people that are older playing this, but if there's anyone that's newer watching this, I wanted to specifically clarify on that. So, yeah. Do I have all my resource drones? Yeah, I... Okay, didn't do those. I thought I had to take care of those before stream. Let's do those now. I basically just go to these three places because Orican cells. Neuro's also on here is nice, so there's a decent chance to get something there. Worst case, this is good fodder for the helmet. That's kind of just whatever. Kind of just ends up being fodder, circuits, alloy plates, whatever. So Orican cells, pretty good to get. Saturn, plastids, I need those. Fodder, and Orican cells. Like, this one's really solid in my opinion too. That's also my personal opinion based on what I need. Obviously, if you have like Earth unlocked, and this is your only option, because you completed all of it, then go for Earth. If you have... You know, if you need stuff from Neptune because you need field run samples and control modules for whatever reason, go there. It's not a bad option as well. It's not that bad option. You get Trotty Lanthorns. Void Gel can be a bit of a pain in the butt to get. But I find that if you just run a few missions, that can also just augment it as well. Okay, what we got? Circuit. Necros, that's Celophantus, that's Deimos. I would not suggest that compared to the other two. Valkyr. I know Oberon is Railjack. Valkyr. Warframe. Where's she? Is she specifically Railjack as well, or is she a boss drop? I don't remember. Salad V. Themisto Jupiter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think Oberon here... Problem is this Oberon's also just hot garbage. I'd say Valkyr's the best pick here. Because Oberon is the hardest to get. Now, if you're going specifically for completion into Helmet, I could make the argument here. You could make the argument that if you don't have Oberon already, he's the best pick here. But to be fair, by the time... I was going to say, now that you have Duviri, though, because of how they shifted it, I think you don't have to be on, like, what, Neptune? I think you'd be, like, Saturn and Neptune. So these two you've definitely had a chance to get. Yeah, Oberon, I think, is just the best pick here, even if he sucks in just terms of you threw all Railjack content. We got. Also, I just don't have him, so I'm going to. I can easily just. I don't mind fighting Salad Man repeatedly. Interesting. Got Arcane Rage, not bad. Natural Talent's also pretty nice too. Steel Path, what do we have? Psylocke, Sabir. Oh, this is weak. I think what E? I think. No, I have this. I have this literally installed on my hate. This is a good one. I personally like it. Hate's a fun weapon to use. It has a special augment from one of the last, not the last, I think this was the one before it. You got Burning Hate. Beyond that, I'd say it's up just personal interest, I guess. I can each make one of these. Do I have this already? I believe. Right? Am I crazy? This is one I own. I'm not crazy. That's referring to my Dread Incarnate, not Dread itself, right? I do. Okay, I'm not a crazy lunatic, man. Okay, I'm personally taking Despair so I could just knock out all three of these. I think it's funny just to have all three of them. I know I'm not going to use this. I have Despair. I need to rebuild it. It's hot garbage. My current one. And I think I'm taking Sabir. Psylocke is cool. I think I just want to do this to get all three of them, and I'm going to get this. What do we have this week? Rage Struck, okay. Longbow Sharp Shot, not bad. Secondary Outburst. 3 Arcanes right off the bat's really nice. Opnix, whatever. Genesis, obvious. Secondary Outburst. A lot of Arcanes this week, wow. 5 Arcanes. Get these 2 to guaranteed slots. This is a guaranteed slot. So out of all of the slots, out of 6 of them, because I think this is also an arcane. I think these 2 are always arcanes. Actually, no, I think these 2 are always arcanes if I remember. I think I've never had them not be. So 1, 2. Yeah, out of the 5 slots, 3 of them went there. 60% of them went to arcanes this week. Huh. Alright, let me switch this out of Steel Path for later. Actually, I want to go to Dorm Zone. I'll go to Dorm Zone right now. Still growing some of these. Chisoma Extract's always the one that I find to be the most annoying.
In the name of Drax.
That is
Perhaps next I'll venture beyond the wall.
good for you.
I'm glad you have moved beyond petty grudges.
How many Scuttler Husks do I have out of curiosity? Yeah, as you can see, I've got everything. Which I'm surprised there's not. I could. So, since you get something from Isle Weaver every single time, nearly. A couple cases where I didn't, but that was also one of the previous, before one of the updates, so maybe that was just not supposed to happen. So, doesn't matter. Outside of getting all those, to the point where I even have a second set of Octavia stuff, or not Octavia. Araxia, I don't know how I said Octavia, oh my
the
goodness.
executions. And yet here you are. None the worse for them.
Don't you talk about me lamenting executions. You know what you did. But yeah, you got all this, and it's like, unless I want to go for another one and sell them to people for platinum, which I could, I don't really have a reason.
Where is your sword arm when the usurper came?
Reyes. You can see we actually hit this. This was kind of funky. I like this one. It's kind of funky. The Hand. This one actually kind of feels like it would fit on Sevi. If there wasn't like the feather right here and doing its thing. Go like right here and zoom.
It was here before Duviri.
Still waiting for it. Still waiting for it. have multiple hands. Get this, like the Embracer Ephemera, you make some Eldritch monstrosity with it. Finished up this, still waiting. I still need to finish this up.
You not to leave. Where is your sword armor,
Gold.
usurper?
I need more arcane barriers. I've got 6 of them. Still 5 more to get. Feels like 110, which, I mean, to be fair, that's like
What the scholar said.
6 rounds, 7 rounds, maybe.
Because it fills us.
That's not bad. I can do it. Also, see, I'm up to 9 and 9. I basically just need to do this. I'm gonna get this first, I think. Because, well, this is nice. This is way too situational. This is just really good. Chance to just not die. A little over 3-minute cooldown, a little bit under 3 minute, like 3.5 minutes, a little bit under for the cooldown. Is no 60. Yeah, 180 for 210. Yeah, not crazy. So yeah, 3 minutes 20 seconds cooldown, which is weirdly specific. I expected it to be like 3-minute cooldown or 3.5-minute cooldown. But hey, they do them. But yeah, this one's just a lot better, I would argue, than this. Because it's so situational. There's anything else after this that's maxed out. I think I have like another 3,000 progress between these two. And between that, I think it's like 510 right there, I think I still need, which means I'm at 167.
Ah,
Yeah, I got like
a drifter. Look at us.
40-ish.
Chatting like old friends.
I'm for about 170, that comes up to about 340-ish. 343 exactly that I need. Anyway, I got some Enigma Gyrems because of the Paragram. You do the... I don't know the Paragram. One of them gives you the Enigma Gyrems for if you roll it when you're doing IO Weaver. I've gotten Enigma Gyrems a couple times. I don't think what it was. Was it the Paragram? I think it's a Paragram. Oh, you can't get them. I just remember getting this when I dropped at one point. I was so
He
lucky.
is a martyr to his rages,
Happy.
Loden is. I think there's some...
What do we have?
There'll
This...
be other times.
I've already bought most of what I care about. This is tempting. I don't care about sliding or aim gliding is the thing. Out. Like 1,500. What should I have? 87,000. 150. I could justify
There's
this.
a wealth of hidden
Considering
knowledge
I've gotten
out there,
so much
Deviri, just
Self
waiting
Sayla.
to be discovered.
I know I'm going to get a lot more when I go to grind later.
I should know.
Okay, I'm taking
I hit
this because of the fact that it's 80 of Agra stones. I have so many of them. What a
What
riddle
a
you are.
riddle you are.
Yes, I know.
Knock, knock. Now, who
I'll
would be
decorate a little bit.
knocking all the way out here? Operator, I don't
Oh, I
think you
forgot to
should
put the
answer
thing in. We'll do that when we get back to the main base. Drobit, you want to ride him? Can I actually? Oh, he's backwards. Alright. Let's get you down, buddy. Oh my gosh. This I need to actually readjust. He's riding it like it's a tank. Yeah, that's not cursed at all. Later me is definitely gonna be hating present me, but it'll be worth it. It's worth it for the gag. It is worth it for the gag. Alright, she just got out of her mission. She's doing her thing. Okay, holy stuttered for a moment. Stream. How is stream looking? Okay, not too many. refresh this because I need to. I have drops going on. Huh. No, I don't, but it's trying to say I do. I'm not questioning it. I'm choosing not to question it, honestly. Because I think it's kind of funny if I do. I mean, not in a good kind of funny, just bad funny. Alright.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
I'm gonna send her. Actually, I'll send her an
I will
invite in a
attempt to
moment.
bypass this fault.
Nope. I don't care. Bring me in. Beat me in, Scotty. Alright, who do I want to play? Deep Sea Rally. Let's go aimbot prime. Yeah, let's go aimbot prime with this. Did I upgrade? Neutralize on 1 point. I still have a couple points. I can slap a little bit in. I can actually make a proper build for it later. Is hot. I'll just do this. I don't care. It's extra damage. She recently just got into playing the Warframe, slot. I want to say Warframe slots of Warframe, obviously. Arrow. No context. Entirely worth it. I did plan on doing this at some point. Actually, I'm gonna go get everyone a link while we're waiting on her end, so that way. Let's do that. Switch. Actually, it's not the. Should probably get the channel itself, actually. Let's do that. Better. Okay. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. I'm gonna get rid of that helmet Sith. I do not like that. I know they're useful. This is, but I'm very particular about it, and it irritates me.
Operator, no!
Operator,
Have you
no.
lost your
Operator,
mind?
yes. Anything else I want to put my Cyto on? Get these. Oh, out of curiosity. You're getting the murmur fingers, so it's kind of cursed. And I like it. Also, that coloration actually works surprisingly well. I just need to boost your HP. How many points there? Maybe I can do to boost your HP, because you're, like, super frail. It means I have to drop power a little bit. Muscular, natural talent. I'll just drop in a point there. It's not much, but it's something. Actually, let's see if I can put health in there. What am I doing? Percent health. The armor really isn't as useful. I think I can drop 15% ability strength in exchange just to give myself, what, 4 at 13? If I did this, I'd lose a little bit of power. No, I think that's too useful for the other stuff. It's too useful. Oh, she dropped. Probably her internet went out. Alright. So, nope, she's definitely out.
In a world like this, it can be hard to have hope.
Of course, something goes wrong.
Owns the system,
Gonna invite.
and the
Something
system
goes wrong.
serves to save the man from us.
Oh well.
But I'm here, dreamers, to help you pierce that false fog. We'll chase it away with acts of beauty.
No,
and
Nora,
succeed
no. You can't do that,
or
Nora.
fail. It's that time again, dreamers.
Rank 20? Buddies. Fucking Hunt's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I can do that later. Cuba survival, and it's basically just do a survival. These are all easy to do. Doing a lot of aisle weavers isn't as much. 30 lockers isn't hard. Burn Railjack mission. Just deal with Sevi or someone else. Neutralizer also works really well for that reason, because it's an ability. Basically anything that counts as an ability can work really well if it's just damage. Well, obviously that's how abilities work, duh. Toxin, corrosive, that's easy to do.
That's all from me.
All those are actually really easy to do. Honestly, I might do a little bit longer than normal today for stream. Let's see if she's back. Marine fighter. I assume probably not. Yeah, if anyone was wondering, sorry, I know this isn't the most entertaining right now, but
A voice in the night, a half-remembered dream, rising to the surface of your consciousness.
I guess while we're waiting, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do a run of. I want to do Yukon. I want Hepit. I want Hepit. I want a. What's it called? Lithrolic. I had it on the tip of my tongue and I forgot it and it came back to me. Sorry. Oops.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy
All right.
operations is here. Find
We
them
zoom.
and capture them. Target located. Bring them in.
Oh, sorry, alright, get it over here. I'll just capture him that way. I mean, that works too.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction
Okay,
point.
we
Well
didn't get the
done.
right guy. Too bad.
Change of plans.
Change
Ignore
your
your
plans,
original
mug
objective.
everything.
Leave nothing alive.
Oh yeah, Razor Wing's another one that counts too. I forgot about that. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Anyone home? Knock knock. That's not the right barrel what I thought it was. Another
Stay
Exodus
focused.
down.
There's a heavy unit
Progress
approaching.
towards clearing out all the Exodus units. Plus, I this also a good chunk of progress for the next day. I would say a lot of the night webcasts tend to be really nice too. Specifically the limited ones. I know the Stalker mask look kind of cool. What's it? Looks kind of like an Oni mask, in my opinion. Which generally tend to be pretty cool looking. At least in my opinion. A little bit of endo. It ain't much, but
It's broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
endo's endo. We're not gonna complain about that. I'm having flashbacks for this. Being like, okay, Oric and Derelict, where's the thing there? Because I was doing a whole bunch of grinding off stream on like, was it Thursday, Friday, one of the two, in the evening, and I was doing the vaults, the Deimos vaults. As one can imagine, there was a lot of RNG involved, and I had to put all 4 keys on. I was using Titania for that reason. Yeah, it was a little funky. They call me the storm that is approaching, and not in the Devil May Cry way, but more if I were to go ahead and pop Volt down and Volt Prime and meme
Mission
things. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Excellent work, Tenna.
I'm just blabbing out of my butt. Why one relic? Nice. Your rally parts or optics. Yep. Just say the other one is the Axie relic. Duh, that's what took me forever and a day to get the systems. Because it's the Axie relic. That's the one that sucks. Because it's the gold.
Unread
I have
inbox
what?
messages make me ill.
Alright, she's seen it. She's seen it now. Wish I'd seen a reaction to it. I'm going to see if I can find it later. Can I not have autocorrect tell me it's spelled arbiter? No, orbiter. Sorry, she's just texted. Yeah, I did it. She's texted me on Discord. Alright. TLDR of it. It was what I thought. Her internet got knocked out for a moment. So. Yeah, I'm gonna see after she's finished with what she's doing if we'll go into call or if we'll just stay separate on the thing. I
Well
don't
put
know.
together, operator. Now get out there and
Cut down the
and make the
What
Lotus
was I gonna
proud.
do again? I'm gonna go do like. You know, I'll do like 3 rounds of Hydron. I'll go get. Who I want to play? See Urelli. Womp. I'm just not a big fan of this helmet. I can acknowledge that if I can get like the Embracer ephemera, I do like the Soaker one. But if I can get like the Embracer one, I think we got Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror, Urelli in Warframe before GTA 6. That's how that goes, right? That's how this goes. Alright. That's all taken care of already. I have my loot goblin. Wait, to be fair, I actually do need to open these lockers anyway. So,
Hold the line.
my loot goblin, my loot goblin, my loot goblin ways are allowed for now. All right, Marilena, I need you to come out. Who can jump? It ain't me, I think. It's not. It's literally just better to use my gun there. Get that partial affinity. Get a lot more kills. Oh, you know, it's been a little scuff. Drop an energy pad down or something? Poison's down. Alright, let's go, kitty. Get knocked back. Not a mega submissive, it doesn't knock you back in some form where you don't get trolled. Can I blast you, please? There we go. Oh, Lord above and mercy. Oh, lockers. Loot goblin, loot goblin, loot goblin. The affinity booster because small affinity bonus. Need that. Alright. Yeah, this is my personal favorite grind spots. And to be fair, I know a lot of people use it for the same reason. It just is a good grind spot. Especially with how they changed waves to, you know, 3 from 5 before. It's a lot easier. More rewards. The same amount of time, essentially.
Extraction is ready.
I'm gonna head back.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Actually, no, I gotta do one more.
Continue to defend.
Progress on
You
her
will be
end.
rewarded for your bravery.
Oh. OBS did the thing. Might just be the internet right now. It's hot. Your connection successfully ended. Oh, it happens, it happens. I wanna go check OBS out later. I wonder if it's the new version of the drive that I'm using. Second monitor pulled back up, kicked me off of that. As a second monitor, I really just mean the awkwardly large, well, awkwardly large. A is technically the TV. And B. It's whatever. Definitely could be a little bit of lag in there. Especially if today's particularly bad in any form. So it's not as hot as it was yesterday, but it's oh yeah, Warframe time today. What I might do, honestly, after this one, I might just relog. Definitely enemy should not be standing still. Oh yeah, there's definitely some lag here. Alright, I'm gonna do this after this. I'm gonna go ahead and relog. That should resolve the issue. Keyword being should. Should also just be a lot of people right now. Oh yeah, the frame rate dropping. The frames are dropping. Alright, let me check this. Oh yeah, geez, I'm not having good in that frame rate. We're gonna restart that. Boot the game after this. Sorry about that, everyone. Definitely come back. This was migration in progress, yeah. It's not surprising. Yes, we connected. Da da da. It'll be. Okay, that's doing a lot better. Even if it's just me in here now.
Our position has been compromised.
This isn't going to exactly be compromised for much longer, I'll tell you.
Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
I can do this by myself. It's not the worst. Not like they're high-level enemies. Alright. This feels better. But yeah, I'm gonna check if the frames aren't fixed. Okay, drop frames is going down. It might have just been... So, I look over for 2 seconds to do that. It's a federal crime.
From
Okay,
little
that works
things,
at least.
Big things
Crushed
grow,
in there.
dreamers. I believe in you all.
I cannot wait for summer to be over.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Everything will be a lot better. The quality. It's always summer. Oh, what? Not a little. Always summer that plugs in for most issues. I mean, I think we should start in the fall instead. But it is what it is. slick. Don't call you Slick Ricky. No one calls you Slick Ricky. We got one wave after this. Below. They're probably below. No? Ah, right there. That would do it. That would probably do it. Ooh, check. Pop this for you, and pop you back out. Basically, double your HP. Bang bang that. I'm getting glad about it is at least the VOD recording is going to come out nice and clean. I know even when I have those lag spikes, it does not. As long as the computer doesn't end up crashing entirely. Having OBS connect to stream versus having physical record is two different things.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Not like the former. I don't look at the latter heavy issues because I can go ahead and download the VOD itself then. Yeah, that's just me.
Extraction
Problems on my end.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I get two.
We're done here.
Whatever.
The extraction
Might
team
join
will
late.
take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Also take. I got some decent progress still. I got some decent progress still. Alright, what we got? We got Nightwave Reward. We got... Okay, so we got credit offerings. Week.
The steady
Helmet,
blade in
brainstorm.
certain hands extracts a tithe of blood and pain.
Okay, Magnus. Oh, I remember this one. I remember when I got that. Frog. Kind of like this helmet. I want it. I've decided I want it. Well, beacon's nice. I might grab. Maybe I'll grab one more. I don't know. Oh, I got the little Warframe logo. I don't remember the logo, but like the little symbol. Good David Bowie. Oh yeah, we got that punk rocker here. Spartan helmet. Skull shots. Sentient barrage. Huh. Suppose but no body punch through. You know, I might just pick this up because that seems kind of interesting. I might pick it up for later. Rumbled is the idea of it's cool to get to be a rumbler, but oh god, it's awful. I know that one way too well from what people have told me. Huh. I don't think I've seen this one before. I want that one too. You know what? Take the little dog, go with the wolf. I don't care if I'm binging. I guess binging all of it. I'll be binging technically in this. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
You know it.
You, Mr. Wolf, you're going. Going like right here. No. Go. Can I push? No. be fair, not from this distance. Nope. A little more room at least. Still clipping in, I don't like that, but... Something like that, or... That works. It's teetering off the edge a little bit, but...
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
No, I'm busy decorating Ordis. That's my current mission. I need decorating. All of the decorations, Ordis. All of them. All decorations.
In a world like this,
Any Warframe slots still left, out of curiosity? I do, I might pop a new one. I do. Who do I want that? I have Baruch. I'm not gonna bother with him. Not yet. Keeping that Magistar for the Sabir. Because I still need that. I could do Riff on it. Riff wouldn't be bad. I could. I could. Let's go back to this rally for right now. I used to have the wolf sledge. Let's go for another one. I haven't used it a bit. In terms of stats, how much am I building to?
Operator, you have remembered well.
Oh no, I just
To
haven't.
arm
I just straight up haven't
themselves.
put any mods on it. It does that much. I might do that much damage. It doesn't have any mods on it. Huh. Oh well, let me just go ahead and do that real quick. I don't have any mods for that. Throwing mace, I don't have that yet. I need to pick those up. Yeah, still I can make it work. Again, I'll just slap on stuff that gives me damage, and I can put a prop one later. Scourge. In most cases, I'm going to default to toxin damage. Is that primarily a puncture weapon? Today I learned. I did not think this was a puncture weapon. I would have thought it was probably an impact weapon if I had to take a guess. Because to be fair, it's a giant mace that... I guess with like all the bumps there, I guess I could kind of see it being a puncture weapon. I guess I can kind of see it. I don't know, I'd still think it was probably at least decent. I didn't strike it, I just slap on for some good damage there. Completely forgot about that. Rebound. Good enough. I'm not here to make it super good on a quick build. If I'm gonna make it a proper build, I'm gonna sit down off stream, design something on Overframe for myself, take photos of it for later. Really isn't gonna be that chaotic, I don't think. This has been a weird Warframe Wednesday. To be fair, this is not how I thought things would go. You know what? I'm gonna go into Duviri for a moment. I wanna go collect a couple items in Duviri. Also, I wanna do some fishing in Duviri. I don't do enough of that. I actually quite find that minigame fun. I say as I spent literally an hour and a half, one point, just doing so myself. Oh, today is gonna be a slow day. Okay. Yeah, I might next time want to. I do one mission in prep just to make sure everything's working. Zooms through everything fine. Go to stream. Everything decides, nope, we're gonna slow down. Oh well. Pull this up on my end. What is Twitch trying to prompt me for? Oh, I guess I do have drops on it. You know what? I might have just figured out why. Let me check to see if this is even running properly. That might be explain why we're having frames dropping. Give me 1 second, I apologize. Alright, I'm gonna look to see how this looks on my end. So what I think what happened was that NVIDIA didn't boot up properly. And you know, I'm just gonna go take this, because if I need to, I can just go ahead and use it.
The Prince of Fire. Lodin of Duviri was nicknamed the Prince of Fire.
Odin
a mocking
of Duviri,
title,
I
for
don't
he
care about.
ruled over nothing, least of all himself.
I've seen you drifting among the isles of my kingdom. If it
That is
weren't
how
for that
the drifter
manic
goes, yes.
little imp, he's got it in for you. If you're not a complete idiot, you'll see that we should help one another. You see how the imp neglects his duties? Beasts left to roam at will, eating and shitting whatever they like. It's maddening! Round those stinking things up!
When you put it like that, they probably don't smell great. I can kind of see what you're getting at. Probably don't smell great. Check something real quick on my control panel. Device manager. Oh, yep, that would definitely be the issue. Let me check to make sure everything's fine. Should be okay. Okay. Yep, I just confirmed. We were streaming on... Well, that explains earlier. We were streaming on my built-in graphics card, which is not built for this. This is gonna run a lot smoother, hopefully. Sorry about that. Because noticing I don't have my... Normally I have like my GPU and my frames and all that in the corner. And I was noticing that wasn't there. And I was looking, and yeah, I did not have my graphics card turned itself off at some point. Assuming it probably did that because there was a Windows update just before I started streaming. I know it's happened once or twice before, and I knew if I didn't update the Windows, it was probably going to make the game run very poorly, because that's generally what's happened before. So yeah, my apologies on that. I probably should have checked a lot better on my end. Should know that the issue happened before. A bit clumsy on my end. But we should be running a lot better now. Game should be a lot better. You were being, hopefully. But actually get. I'm not doing very well. How I normally do. Slow on that, I probably should have been faster. I always do the maul and it's always a lot faster. Is it switched over correctly? No, it's not. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this decree. I'm gonna exit, I'm gonna reopen Warframe. What was Ziren? Fish. Yeah, the game says it's not specifically running on... Alright. Alright. Run this. Alright. Exit. Warframe. You're seeing a black screen. That is not an issue on your end. That is me temporarily disabling the screen because I am logging back in. Voice crack right there. But yeah, sorry if it's a little bit laggy on my end. Let me go back onto Steam. Library. Here, we handle this real quick. Stop game. Stopping. Alright, there we go. In trouble booting up for a moment. And this time it'll actually be on the graphics card that it's booting up. As it should be. Yep. We're all good now. Yeah, that's one thing I'm definitely going to be making sure more actively on. Nope. Need you no that I don't want that. I said I want control panel. Give it a moment. Again, sorry about that. Start this because clearly didn't do so properly. All right. Which, to be fair, is prone to happening when it does that. Okay. In the meantime, again, sorry about that. What I might do is if it decides to get funky with me again, if it still decides not to load up properly, what I might do is I might end stream temporarily. I'll split this up into 2 parts. So I'll need to end the recording, restart, and then go back in. It won't take me very long. But worst case, that's what I might have to do. We'll still be playing for a while longer. Maybe I'll do a little bit longer stream than usual today overall. Really just depends on what Twitch decides it wants to do. Alright. do. Alright, looks like we're back in now. Alright, screen's going back on. Sorry, I had to make sure that... Alright, we're actually running proper frames now. There we go. Alright. Let's do that. Invite her back in. Could not deliver. Oh, she is in the middle of a mission. Of course. Of course we go to plan to do something today. And everything goes to hell in a handbasket. Alright, let me make sure that it's not full black screen still on stream. It is. Warframe 64.
It's the intelligence profiles of the Grenier.
Alright.
Not a number.
Yeah, what I'm going to do... Okay, it is processing the sound. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut stream here. I'm going to restart it. Again, apologies. Did not expect this to be the issue today. What I'll do is I guess I'll just have to double upload. What I'll do is I'll split one and the other, and then yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, sorry about that. I will be back momentarily.